Welcome to Bad Food Blog, and guess what? It's another Fray Bentos. This is the steak and kidney Fray Bentos. Sorry, I put the bread maker on so some flour still around, but there we go, the Fray Bentos steak and kidney. And you know what that means? I'm going to be cooking and eating it. The oven's already up to temperature. It's already got my son's lunch in it, so it's time to get it going. So, the obligatory taking off of the top of the tin and seeing if it smells like something you would give to a pet. Not Fray Bentos' fault. All tinned meat is essentially going to smell like this. The gelatine escapes. Remember that this is partly cooked in here, which is I think one of the reasons why the pastry does so badly. It's at least sterilised in the tin anyway. These things tend to last up to 8 years. In terms of survival food, we might be plucking these out of the apocalyptic wasteland. Standard Fray Bentos smell. Steak and kidney, definitely. Just rinse that off so that smell doesn't linger. It's a very warm day today. And as you can see, yep, a little bit of stuff going on there. Right, because I've had feedback that putting it on a baking tray is the thing to do. You're going to put it into a deep aluminium baking tray, which will protect it from side winds in the fan oven. It's going in at 200 degrees for 30 minutes, and let's see what it comes out like. Then she goes. A quick update, and as you can see, the pie is pulsating. The camera's not taking it very well. It's thinking the pie is the fixed medium. That's the fixed medium, and yeah, you can see it's risen quite evenly. I've had to turn it around a couple of times, but I think it's not quite ready yet. There's another 6 or 7 minutes, so let's leave it in and hope the crust browns off even more. Ready, it's ready. There we go. Ooh, that's a lot of puff pastry. Oh, let's present it to the camera. Not looking too bad for one of these pies. So, as always, as soon as it stops cooking, it starts shrinking back down again, like a souffle or some other food. And you can see the areas where the pastry has become completely inundated with sauce from underneath. It hasn't risen properly, but I don't imagine it's going to be any different from any other Fray Bentos pie. I think this is one of the original ones, which I remember having when I was a teenager and thinking, oh, that looks cool. So let's see what it looks like once I turn it out onto the plate. Max has come to have a look at it. Do you think it looks good, Max?
No.
You don't like these pies, do you?
No.
I think they're okay. I used to like them when I was younger. So I'm going to try and use this one to lift off the crust all in one go. So I can get the crust all in one piece. There we go. Let's have a look what's underneath. And underneath we have the pie. Probably about 2 or 3 OXO cubes worth of meat in there. And a lot of gravy.
Barely anybody can see what you're doing over there.
Oh, okay. So well, let me pour this out then. I'm gonna have to get another. Let's spoon it out of another thing. Here we go. Let's move this closer then.
That looks disgusting.
Well, it's kind of sticky. They use something to thicken the sauce. I don't know what it is, but it's improved in the last year or so. I think they're using the same stuff as they use in the vegetarian pies, because it doesn't have the feel or smell of the gelatin that they used to use. But I don't know if it's an improvement or not. That's not something I can tell. Now, I need tomato ketchup, of course. What are you getting?
Ice cream.
For you and Mummy? Okay. Well, can you wait till I finish filming? Go wait for that.
Okay.
Okay. So now, let's give it the best chance possible with tomato ketchup. And I get myself a knife and fork. And let's dive into it. Fray Bentos steak and kidney pie. Although I'm not seeing much steak and hardly any kidney, to be honest. Let's start, as always, with trying some of the sauce. Now, of the Fray Bentos pies, this one has a nice sauce. It tastes mildly of steak and kidney. It tastes a lot like beef gravy. A very watery beef gravy. The pastry, as normal, has a chewing gum layer on the bottom because it's in contact with the pie. And this pre-cooked puff pastry never seems to turn out well because it's always part baked before it's finished, you know, after being cooked in the pie. Same as normal. I mean, if you're camping, or as I've been told in the comments, if you're on a boat, you need something that keeps for ages, and you just want to cook it in a boat oven, or, you know, a boat convection cooker, it's an ideal thing to have. I can kind of see that. I mean, with some oven chips, it's not a bad meal divided between two people, but it's not good food. This is bad food. I mean, look. It's not great, is it? Well, it's not as bad as the just steak, and it's not as bad as the chicken one. I haven't yet to try the chicken and bacon one, which I've seen adverts for, but the only way to get that is to buy 4 of these pies from Amazon for £20, and I'm not doing that. These pies are £1.50 at the local supermarket. I'm not spending 20 quid on them. I have seen some other tin pies I can purchase from Amazon, so I might do a purchase, but with the number of subscribers I have, kind of difficult to justify shelling out lots of money for stuff, if you get my meaning. Tastes better with the tomato ketchup, of course. Gives it a little bit of sweetness. And I've got to say, this is probably low in salt, judging by the taste. Well, at the end of the day, it is food. It's edible. Here's one of the 2 or 3. That's one of the 3 or 4 pieces of meat in here. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Literally, there's less meat in this than there is in a Greggs sausage roll. And that's no joke. No joke at all. Oh well, I think I've had enough of it. Well, please rate, comment and subscribe. Sorry it wasn't in the middle there. Let me give it a nice little close-up. Wow, that's 5 times. That's way too close. That's better. I mean, it's one last, give you some shot of what it actually looks like. Soggy, tiny bit of crispiness on the outside, the pastry. I mean, it's just not great. One of those pucker pies, or even the Sainsbury's pies, or even the Tesco's finest. Way more meat. Way more meat. Not as much gravy, and probably, given the all-round crust, probably more pastry. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe. This has been Bad Food Blog, and this has been the Fray Bentos Steak and Kidney Pie in a Tin.